In this section, we will talk about slope-intercept form. First example, let's draw a line whose slope is 2/3 and y-intercept is 0, -1. Since the y-intercept is 0, -1, I will place a point at 0, -1. Now keep in mind that our slope is rise, which is a change in y's, over the run, which is a change in x. So the rise is 2 and the run is 3 since our slope is 2/3, which means from the point 0, -1, we're going to go up 2 and we're going to go across 3 and place a second point there. And we could keep doing this an infinite number of times and go up 2, go across 3. Now keep in mind that 2 over 3 is same as -2 over -3 because a negative divided by negative is also a positive. So we can also go down 2, that's -2, and to the left 3, that's -3, because -2 over -3 is still positive 2/3. We can do that again. We can go down 2 and left 3. Now we only need 2 points to draw a line, but I drew some extra ones just to show you that we can use a slope to plot an infinite number of points. Next example. The equation y equals mx plus b is called the slope-intercept equation. The equation represents a line of slope m and y-intercept 0b. Find the slope and y-intercept of each line whose equation is given. Y equals to 3 over 8x minus 2. Now when the y is isolated and we have the equation in slope-intercept form y equals mx plus b, the coefficient of the x will be the slope and the constant will be the y-intercept. So in this case, the slope is 3 over 8 and the y-intercept is a point 0, -2. In the next example, we have 3x plus y equals to 7. For a line to be in slope-intercept form, the y has to be isolated. So we will subtract 3x from each side to isolate the y, and we will be given y equals to -3x plus 7. This tells us that our slope m is a coefficient of the x, which is -3, and the y-intercept is a point 0, 7. In letter C, we have to first isolate the y in order to write the equation in slope-intercept form. So we would subtract 4x from each side. This would give us -5y equals to -4x plus 20. We would divide each term by -5. This would give us y equals to negative divided by negative is positive 4 over 5x. Positive divided by negative is -4. So our slope m is equal to 4 over 5, and our y-intercept is a point 0, -4. A line has slope of -3/4 and a y-intercept 0, 5. Find an equation of the line and graph the line. Now keep in mind that the equation of a line in slope-intercept form is y equals to mx plus b. So if the line has slope of -3/4, then the m value is -3 over 4. So y equals -3/4 x. The y-intercept is 5. So our line will have the equation y equals to -3 over 4x plus 5. To graph the line, we start at the y-intercept, which is the point 0, 5. Our slope is -3/4, so we go down 3 and across 4. Rise is -3, run is positive 4. We place a second point. We connect the points and draw a line. Let's graph the line y equals to -4 over 3x plus 2. Since the line is already in the form of y equals to mx plus b, we know that our slope is equal to negative 4 over 3, and our y-intercept is a point 0, 2. So to graph this line, we will start at the point 0, 2, which is the y-intercept. Our slope is negative 4/3, so we're going to go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rise is negative 4, and the run is positive 3, so we're going to go across 3 and place a second point here. Now keep in mind that negative 4 over 3 is the same thing as 4 over negative 3. So we could also say that the rise is positive 4, which means we would go up 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the run is negative 3, which means we would go to the left 3. And this would give us a point on the same line. So when a slope is negative, we can choose that the rise is negative and the run is positive, or we can choose that the rise is positive and the run is negative. What we cannot do is this. We cannot say our slope is negative 4 over negative 3, because that would mean the slope is positive, since a negative divided by negative is positive. So we could either have the rise be negative or the run be negative, but not both when the slope is negative. Let's graph the equation 3x minus 2y equals to 6. When we graph an equation, we first have to isolate the y. So we would start off by subtracting 3x from each side. This would give us negative 2y equals to negative 3x plus 6. Since the y is multiplied by negative 2, we would divide each term by negative 2, and this would give us y equals to 3 over 2x minus 3. This tells us that our slope is 3 over 2, and our y-intercept is a point 0, negative 3. So let's first plot the y-intercept, which is 0, negative 3. Our slope is 3 over 2, so we're going to go up 1, 2, and 3. And our run is 2, so we go up 3 over 2 and place a second point. We can also go down 3 and left 2, since negative 3 over negative 2 is also positive 3/2. And we draw a line by connecting the points.